All right, so this one is ML128, and we're going to use this thing called Anything LLM to make a local large learning model and to add custom data to it. So this is very good. This is what what a lot of people I work for really want. So you use this product called LM Studio that you just install, and this product alone can be used to as a chatbot. So here you can load models, and I think I've already got a model loaded in this one, a Llama 3.1. This is Llama 3.1. I think I've already downloaded Llama 3, and I'm having trouble finding the chatbot part. Maybe there, AI chat. Here we are. There. Now I can ask questions, and you can see some older questions I've added here. Reload the model to continue. Uh, Select a model to load. Here we go. So here is Llama 3 there. It's loading the model. I've already downloaded it and installed it here. So it shouldn't take too long to load. It's not having it there. Now it's ready. This is the Llama 3. And now I can hopefully ask a question like, what is 1 plus 1? And it's calculating the answer. Which is a lot slower than I thought it would be. That's why I moved to this machine to get more power, but it seems surprisingly slow anyway. So let me go back and let's look at the instructions while this is being slow. So once you get now, Llama 3 is trained up through to March 2023. And you can use the chat, you can load it, and you can ask questions. All right. All right. So that's the local server. Now, so there it is. Oh, there, it's finally answered. The answer to 1 plus 1 is, drumroll please, 2. All right. Now, to get the local server, that is the local server button is down here. Okay. So now this LM Studio by itself lets you run local models and chat with them. And that's what Ollama did, which we tried before. But it also serves it up over an API port. And you can see that if you go home and then local server. And this way, so now it's listening on port 1234. Okay. So I'm going to start the server. Okay, now I have some log files here. So it's now listening on port 1234. And that's what I want because I'm going to feed into it from Anything LLM. And now I'm going to make a new workspace called demo, so I don't confuse it with my previous ones. So now I have a new workspace, and let me check my instructions to see if I have to do something to connect it. In LM Studio here, you can see that it is listening and it has an endpoint at V1 chat completions. If you know about APIs, this is how it works. It's listening on a port and you have these paths that look like folder names that lead you to the functionality. And so the one that we want most is V1 chat completion. This one is V1 chat completion with an S, actually. That's interesting. I wonder if I made a mistake or if they changed it. I always had an S, so that appears to be a mistake in my instructions. Anyway, they start the server. It's ready. And the server's running, and it's running MetaLlama 3, which is what I wanted. So now let's have Anything LLM. And in the preference screen, you can specify the connection. And I think that's already been done. You have to enter this LM Studio base URL that gets you to V1. I think I've already done that in my Anything LLM. So I can now ask it about things here in Anything LLM. So I can send a message like, what is 1 plus 1 here? And that should just pass it through to LM Studio and give me the answer. There we are. The answer is 2. Now, if I ask it, what is Microsoft recall, it will tell me a stupid lie. A feature introduced in Windows 10 to help you recover your forgotten password, which is completely false. And if I ask it again, you'll never have to worry about forgetting a password. Notice this is what's really disturbing. It makes up all this realistic, good-sounding stuff. You'll never have to worry about forgetting passwords again, which, by the way, sounds insane and insecure, and none of it is true. And if I ask it again, unless anything has changed, I'm going to get a different lie every time. Ah, that's interesting. Now it's noticed I don't have a product called Microsoft Recall. What happens if I just ask the same thing again? This one here, and now it actually said no. So that's better than before when I've tried it. For the last time I tried it, it gave me 3 totally different lies every time. But in any case, this is the problem with the large language model. It's only trained up to a certain time, like March of 23, and it doesn't know anything beyond that. And in industry, the other issue is typically you want it to use data that is not on the web. You have something like your company proprietary manuals and procedures, which are not public, and you want to train your AI on that stuff and have it help people find information there without any of this being published on the web. So you use a product like this, and you have to add custom data. So here's how you do it. You click the up arrow and put in a link. So over here is my workspace, and here's an up arrow to add data to the model. So I do that. Now I can add a document, and I could add a PDF or anything of a lot of files, but what I want to do here is add a web link to a Microsoft page which explains what recall is. So I can submit a link box, upload, fetch website, submit a link. There we go. So I put in the link and I fetch the website. It's going to download the link and add it up here. And now I have to, this is the one I put in today, June 29. Now I have to move that to the workspace. And now that puts it down here. And now I have to save and embed. It's going to have to tokenize that and turn it into vectors to prepare it for use. So you have to do some processing to add that to my workspace. Now it's been updated successfully. So now I should be able to go back to the list here. And now if I ask, what is Microsoft Recall? Whoops, that's not it. I'll just copy this. Okay. Now I should get a much better answer because now I've just added extra data about this feature. Yes. There we go. Based on the provided context, it's a feature written in Windows 11 that allows you to retrace your steps. This is the right answer. And this is, of course, that's what I want to show you. This is retrieval augmented generation. You've added extra data, which is used, and it's not used by retraining the model. It's used by automatically picking information from that and adding it to your query, which you send to the model. So you add context. And that's a very important feature here. So that's what I wanted to show you. I'm going to stop this recording.